Welcome back. Well, if you or your department or organization looking for the best way to check in and out your armory, look no further than ArmorerLink. I'm here with Joe, and Joe, I tell you what, very impressed with your solution. This is really going to provide a complete solution to any department out there, no matter how big they are, no matter what kind of firearms they have as well. Tell us a little bit about your company.
Sure. Well, ArmorerLink was founded on the premise that we needed software to handle middle management operations. And we understand that there's a lot of tasks that are generally delegated in law enforcement to sergeants and lieutenants and so forth. And our software addresses those issues, particularly when it comes to the management of training, firearms, and equipment. So our product really focuses on those middle management problems that are usually associated exactly when you issue a firearm. For example, most agencies have a responsibility to train their officers, to track firearms, and to maintain firearms. Well, one of the key features of our product is that it does that very well, very easily, in a module that adds structure to the agency's processes for managing those risk tasks.
So we're going to know who has that firearm,
yes,
who's checking it out, who's checking it back in.
Correct.
Maybe it's coming out for maintenance. So not only is it going to track that firearm, it's also going to give us a whole lot of legal protection as well. We're going to know where every firearm is all the time.
Yes, exactly. Those are the challenges that agencies face, that often they're called to produce information about the maintenance of their firearms, exactly who did what, when, and why. And the beauty of ArmorerLink is that it tracks those things automatically. It tracks the work orders, it tracks which armor performed the work, what parts were replaced, why they were replaced. It includes the notes, what was the prior problem and how that problem was corrected. So it's thoroughly documented in a concise, systematic way. So you have consistency whether the officer maintains employment with the agency or has a departure for any reason. That continues, the legacy continues on and on and on, so you have a standardized process no matter who is actually performing the work. And that's usually been a key issue with agencies, is that what happens when my key person moves on or retires or transitions to another division.
Well, you know, I can see this being the next best friend of the armorer there, you know, out on the firing range, who has which weapon,
yes,
who is firing what. And not only that, it keeps track of all those nuts and bolts, but if I have new inventory coming in,
yes,
you've made it simple so we can check that inventory in, start tracking from day one.
Absolutely. We're using barcode technology, so we easily can scan in equipment that's coming in or supplies, any type of equipment. We have that capability, and you had mentioned about the instructors and the range. Well, basically we have the ability to capture even qualifications in real time at the range. So no longer do you have to write down on a piece of paper what that officer scored at the range and then come back and enter that into a database. Using technology, of course, we're using any type of mobile device at the range. We can capture information in real time, and the system automatically uploads those training qualification scores right into the system.
So you're really saving a lot of man hours there as well.
Absolutely.
And a lot of frustration. You know, if I go out to the range, the last thing I want to do is paperwork. Now, you mentioned a barcode. These are really a military-grade barcode, aren't they?
They are. We've partnered with the vendors that provide the military-grade aluminum barcodes to the military, and they manufacture those barcodes for us, and we provide that as part of our product, available on our website, obviously, for purchase of those barcodes. And they can be affixed to a firearm, they can be affixed to an asset, so that you can then track all sorts of equipment or firearms through our system with barcode technology. Obviously, it increases the speed of the check-in and check-out, and the errors are pretty much eliminated from typos.
Now, the nice thing about this is it's customizable to any department out there, small or large, and it can actually grow with them.
Yes. The beauty is that for a small agency who needs to put this structure in their middle management and don't want to spend a large amount of money trying to implement good technology, they have something that's affordable. For a larger agency, for example, that's already using a record management system that are very robust and provide a lot of good things for an agency, again, this is a good supplement to the record management system, because, again, we're addressing that middle management task that generally are left out from larger programs or just delegated to a spreadsheet or a database.
Well, Joe, we have a very robust system, a system that's scalable, system that's very easy to use and turnkey. And with that said, right now, I know you have to have the attention of all of our viewers out there.
Sure.
What's the best way for them to learn more about ArmorerLink?
Absolutely. Well, the best way is to go to our website, and that's www.armorerlink.com. and it's armor, like the word ArmorerLink.com. So that's the best way to reach us. We have all the information on our website, brochures, videos, and product information. So it's very informative, and that's the best way to reach us.
Easy enough. Joe, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for your time. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you and talking with you today.